couch. You look amazing.
53.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Meg Tilly, good to see you here on BT.
Nice to see you.
And you know, we asked you what's the song you want coming back in, and you said you're not a big music fan.
I like music, I just don't know music. Because, you know, when I had teenagers, they all played their music. It's like, oh, I really like that, but I don't know what they're called. And my daughter does me mixtapes, and my son does me mixtapes, and, you know, friends do me, but I don't know. I just play them, and are like, oh, la, 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 la.
What's a track on one of the mixtapes that one of your kids has made?
I don't know. I just listen to it and think, oh, that's nice.
I tell you what, Todd Simon, our audio guy, he's a legend here in this neck of the woods. We'll maybe get a mixtape from Todd that you can enjoy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
That would be good.
Deal. All right. You know, so much happening in your world. A lot of people have followed you over the years, big screen, small screen. I know you're here right now with this new book, A Taste of Heaven. And a nice treat for, I guess, the middle grade schoolers, 8 to 12, and some great themes here. Friendships, relationships with parents. What made you passionate about writing on this genre?
This one I wanted to, like when I hit 50, I thought I've written like kind of intense books. My other books there's a lot of challenge. And in this one, I wanted to write a cozy book. I wanted to write a rainy day book about friendship, family. And I also wanted to approach celebrity because I think a lot of kids are kind of enamored with celebrity, and I wanted to show the other side as well so that they aren't thinking that their life would be like genius if they were rich and famous. I know a lot of rich and famous people, and a lot of them aren't happy. So I wanted people to be able to see the blessings in their life. But I mean, I don't tell the kids that. Yeah. The kids, I just read the funny bits, and they're like, ha 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 ha, that's a great, you know.
You keep it light and fair, but I mean, you obviously have a unique perspective growing up in the public eye and sharing many of your successes with all of your fans. What has that been like in terms of the way you look at life now, in terms of your own privacy and what you want to share and put out to the public?
I used to be incredibly private because I had grown up with kind of a challenging background, and so I just played the public fairy tale. And then when I hit my 40s, I decided I'm going to just tell the truth. So now I will talk about anything. So anything you ask me, I would talk about it to the best of my ability. I mean, certain intellectual pursuits I maybe can't talk about, but anything personal, I will, just because I feel like in our world, we have this artificial yardstick we present, and I think it screws people up because they think, why is my life not so perfect? And if you just present things truthfully, then other people can be like, oh, I'm allowed to be human too. Oh, my life's not allowed to be perfect, but I can see the blessings in it, and be able to hold the shadow and the light.
Well, I think it's a great example of vulnerability as you talk about this, and that journey you've had going from, you know, being nominated for an Oscar from your work back in the 80s to saying, you know, I'm going to pull back and then I'm going to focus on writing. So how important is that to you as an artist to focus on the art of writing? Because, I mean, you've done this stuff on camera.
Well, I pulled back to raise my kids, and luckily I had my first book already published, so then writing was a way to be creative while I was being a full-time parent. And it was very important to me. It was very important to me to be there for my kids and to raise them the best that I could, so that when the challenging times happened, I knew it wasn't because they didn't have hot cookies or because I hadn't been there. And so that was such a blessing for me. So that's why I did, and I kept writing and getting more books published as I did that. It's been a really interesting life. I feel so blessed. I feel so lucky.
Well, you've covered a lot of ground, and I want to ask you about the bracelet your sister Jennifer gave you. Because that statement, relate to the audience's statement, because when I read that, I thought that was so profound about just going after something you may have been thinking about in life.
I didn't know I was thinking about it, and in the bracelet it had printed on it, it's never too late to be what you might have been, and I got it for Christmas. It was a present, and it shook me, and I thought I always wanted to do theater, and so at 50, I decided I'm going to give it a go. I didn't know that it was going to turn out well. I didn't know anybody would let me be in a play. I certainly didn't know I'd get like a miniseries that became a series. I didn't know any of that, or that I'd get like nominated for awards. It's so bizarre, and yet there's this kind of weird, because it's not like career building, this weird sense of joy, like if I was a kid and I had been let free in a candy store. It's sort of like, are you kidding me? I can eat any candy I want. You know, it feels like it's so fun, and I just appreciate it, and I don't expect it to last, but I'm going to enjoy and savor what's going on now, because it's been amazing.
Well, you're putting out some amazing products to the masses. Again, the book is A Taste of Heaven. You're going to be at Kids Books tomorrow night for a special reading. Come out and see this lady. I love your energy. I love you represent what you represent. And one more time, that quote.
Oh, it's never too late to be what you might have been.
Love that. I'm going to keep
Yeah.
that with me for the rest of the day. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Meg Tilly, once again. Dawn standing by in the live eye. I think she had cupcakes, cookies. What does she have now?